Jesus is currently weeping and reaching out to you. This message is intended only for you. You risk losing him for good if you ignore even a single second. The events that follow in the next 30 minutes will be completely unexpected. You may access this right away. My child, my beloved, you must understand that heaven is deeply saddened by the fact that you were so close to abandoning everything that was planned for your soul before I spoke another word. Jesus is currently weeping. His voice has been echoing your name across the skies all day. However, an obstruction has kept the sound from reaching you. I, Archangel Michael, was instructed to intervene. I was told to make this profound appeal directly to your heart, because the events that will unfold over the next 30 minutes have never been discussed before. You are not experiencing a mere coincidence. Heaven orchestrated this sacred interruption to ensure that you would finally gain knowledge that no other person had ever had the opportunity to obtain. Please avoid postponing, my child. Failure to comply with this requirement will result in the fate that was predetermined for you centuries ago. My child, my beloved, heaven speaks softly at times and cries out in agony at others. At the moment, that is the case. Jesus has been attempting to communicate with you. However, each time you ignored him, a sacred event was postponed. However, your name is once again being circulated in the courts of heaven, and this time it isn't just for a message. It refers to a divine reversal. Tima, this message is critical to preventing a tragedy that began without your knowledge. This is why Jesus is reaching out to you with tears. He is not merely attempting to retain your affection. He is attempting to save your life and begs you not to ignore the information that is about to be delivered. My beloved child, there is something you must quickly understand. At dawn, a noise could be heard in the heavens. It wasn't music. It did not constitute praise. The sound of Jesus weeping for you shook the gates, prompting the other angels to turn and ask why he was crying. You were the answer. He witnessed the near miss that you experienced last night. He noticed the writing in the shadows, which was done by a hand that did not belong to God. He was aware that if you did not read this message, the darkness might still prevail. However, heaven is intervening through these words, and you, my beloved, are the only one who can respond quickly enough to change the course of events. And as you acknowledge this divine intervention, remember that Vez's liking of this video will start the flow of God's favor in your life. It is a simple action that aligns you with the blessings of heaven. My child, my beloved, the clock is ticking, and you are not safe unless you pay attention. Amen. Someone close to you recently smiled at you, but their heart was concealing something heavy. Jesus observed that their intentions did not come from heaven. He wept because he knew you still believed in them, and he told me to share this information. Their decision could permanently alter your narrative within the next 30 minutes. However, if you hold fast to this message and obey every word that heaven speaks to you today, you will not only be safe, but you will also ascend into the miracle that they sought to destroy. My child, my beloved, you must understand the gravity of the situation. This message is not intended for the general public. This is the type of message that is only perceived by those who have been chosen for something truly extraordinary. You are that person. Haven't you noticed it? Heaven is attempting to capture your attention with that divine interruption, the strange silence preceding the major shift, and the pull. However, Jesus is no longer just whispering. His plea is sincere. If you ignore this, even for a moment, the celebration that was supposed to be joyful may turn into anguish. However, I will not allow this to happen to you. I am caught between what is imminent and what is rightfully yours, beloved, my child. Someone is watching you, but not in the way you might expect. An influential figure whose name is being whispered in places you are unfamiliar with. They are forced to make a decision involving you, which could either delay everything or open the floodgates of favor. Many people are unaware that they are being used by God, but Jesus does. That is why he has wept. That is why I was dispatched, as your miracle goes beyond mere spirituality. It has already been verified as financial, emotional, and physical. If there is even a single error or omission, the enemy will try to reroute the message. Please refrain from allowing that. Remain. Read each and every word. The following events will be profoundly shocking. You are currently in a critical situation, my beloved, my child. I wish you saw the same things I do. I see the beginning of something monumental, something that has been waiting for your approval for years, but you have hesitated on numerous occasions. The world has repeatedly diverted your attention just before the message could be delivered, but not this time. Jesus observes with tears in his eyes. He is aware of the upcoming event. He is aware of both the battle that was meant to destroy you and the secret heaven that was recently revealed in order to save you. Someone in your circle is about to make a seemingly innocent move, but it is actually a meticulously crafted deception that your spirit may not detect in time. This is why this message cannot be postponed. This is why Jesus is weeping, and I am here to speak on his behalf. I am here to supervise the upcoming disclosure. Do you recall the moment when you almost gave in, my child, my beloved? Heaven retains memory. I was present. I saw you look up at the ceiling, wondering why God had kept you here when the world around you seemed to be in disarray. Nevertheless, you persisted, exhaled, and rose again. That moment was not forgotten. The courtroom in heaven captured that moment, and it has now revealed something that you were never meant to see until today. It is a spiritual, sacred document sealed with fire from heaven. It includes not only your name, but also a comprehensive list of promises that have been thwarted by delays, betrayal, and sabotage. Jesus is weeping because today was the intended delivery date. However, if you fail to follow this step and leave before the final word is spoken, the seal may be resealed, and no angel will be able to open it without a sacrifice. If you are convinced that this covenant is for you, and feel this truth deeply within your spirit, please express your affirmation in the comments section below. Raise your voice in response to the heaven's directive. Type Amen and observe how the spiritual realm responds to your declaration. My child, my beloved, my beloved. A letter has already been written in the spiritual realm. I witnessed it firsthand. Your name was displayed in glowing letters on it, but there was something unusual about it. The page was wet with tears. The letter was written by Jesus himself, but his tears stained the words as he wept at the prospect of you missing it again. Not because of rebellion or disobedience, but because of how easily this world can distract those with divine destiny. You have been assigned a task that requires silence, clarity, and submission. Jesus is requesting one thing from you right now. Refrain from leaving. Please avoid scrolling. Maintain your focus. The information in the following paragraphs has the potential to keep you from making the biggest mistake of your life. You are on the verge of making a decision without fully understanding the events unfolding behind the scenes. The person you're about to entrust with your heart, my child, my beloved, is not who they appear to be. There has been an examination of your kindness. Their admiration for your strength has been palpable. However, their spirit has been tainted by envy. They smiled in your presence, but secretly whispered lies. Jesus was deeply moved by the words spoken to him as he knew how much you cared. This person is pleading through this message, despite the fact that you would never suspect him. He is not enraged at you. He is protecting you. He is responsible for protecting the treasure that is your spirit. He understands that you deserve genuine, therapeutic love, not love that hides weapons behind false compliments. A divine warning will be issued within the next 30 minutes. If you stay here and read the next revelation I have been given, your discernment will be activated in ways that will take your breath away. However, if you choose to disengage, you may not realize the betrayal until it is too late. My beloved, my child, you were not meant to be ordinary. This is why the pain you have endured throughout your life has never been ordinary. This is why your blessings have always been accompanied by a struggle. You were chosen in a way that most people don't understand, and it is this divine selection that makes you a target for unseen warfare. However, heaven is hesitant to watch you fight with one arm tied behind your back. Jesus wept today, not because he doubted you, but because he realized you were still unaware of the immense power you possessed all along. The adversary anticipates that you will continue to question your worth. He wishes for you to remain modest, to apologize for your light, and to lower your expectations. But that is no longer the case. This message symbolizes your divine awakening. This is the moment that changes everything, and I was dispatched to confirm the emotions you've been feeling for weeks. You were never insane. Miracles that seemed distant are now moving toward you with divine speed, and you were never alone. A divine witness has entered your atmosphere, my child and beloved. A person with supernatural insight into your destiny is about to emerge. You do not know their name yet. You are unaware of their appearance, however, heaven is aware of it, and their goal is directly related to the revelation of what has been concealed. Their spirit will perceive this message once it is completed. They will start to move and will find their way into your story within days, if not hours. This person will not arrive in a boisterous manner. They are not allowed to wear religious attire or hold titles. They may be unaware of the extent to which God is using them. However, they will provide a thread that will allow heaven to unravel years of delay in your life, such as an opportunity, a name, or a conversation. This is the beginning of it all. The signal will be disrupted if you abandon this message at this point. It's possible that they will never find you in time. Jesus does not want that to happen again. That is why he is weeping. This is why I continue to speak. This is why you are still breathing, my beloved child, because your purpose has not yet been realized. You've asked yourself, "Why am I still here?" several times. You overcame challenges that others were unable to. You retreated from circumstances that were meant to devastate you. This is not a mere coincidence. That is a covenant. Jesus stood over you when you thought it was all over. He embraced you with his own tears when you thought the pain would consume you. Today, he is weeping again. Not because you failed, but because you are about to enter the very thing he has been preparing for you, and he wants you to remember every detail. This is why you are currently viewing this message. This is why you are being halted right now, because your entire timeline is in flux. However, it can only fully transform if you choose to stay and receive the information that heaven is still trying to convey to you. My child, my beloved, there was once a woman who smiled at you and addressed you as family. Her name is inscribed in red in the spirit because she holds a secret that has kept something important from entering your life. You have put your faith in her. You've wept in her presence. However, she is concealing a secret about your name, which she is aware will change your perspective on everything. When Jesus saw how close you were to discovering it, he wept. He wept because he knew how much you cared and how much betrayal had already broken your heart. I was dispatched to reveal the truth before she used it against you. However, this warning is time-sensitive. You have less than 30 minutes until something irreversible is said. If you continue to read this message, I will provide you with the indicators. If you withdraw, heaven will not be able to intervene without your consent. My child, my beloved, there is a door creaking open that you thought was permanently closed. You stopped praying for it. You abandoned your goals. But heaven did not. Jesus continued to whisper your name near the secured door. He wept in that place. I guarantee that if you continue to follow this message, you will receive a knock before the end of the week. You are on the verge of receiving an answer from someone who previously ignored you, assuming you maintain your current status. This message is divinely arranged. Asa, a conversation has already started behind your back, and this time it is not meant to harm you. It is meant to be of assistance. Do not let past disappointments force you to abandon the endeavor before the blessing is fully realized. The people who previously rejected you will be witnesses to the miracle that God is about to perform. Do you recall the moment when you were on the verge of giving up, my beloved? Heaven retains memory. I was present. I noticed you staring at the ceiling, perplexed as to why God had allowed you to stay in this location given the sense of disarray that was prevalent. However, you persisted. You took a breath. You were able to recover. That moment was not forgotten. Heaven's courtroom captured the moment. And now, that same courtroom has revealed something that was never intended to be made public until today. It is a spiritual, sacred document sealed with fire from heaven. It includes not only your name, but also a comprehensive list of promises that have been thwarted by delays, betrayal, and sabotage. Jesus is weeping because today was the intended delivery date. However, if you fail to follow this step and leave before the final word is spoken, the seal may be resealed, and no angel will be able to open it without a sacrifice. A shift is approaching your house, my beloved child. You may not be able to feel it yet, but the walls of your home are vibrating with spiritual tension. Someone recently prayed over your name. Someone who has passed away. Someone who will always love you. Their voice has been pleading with God for your protection. That prayer played a role in the fact that this message has reached you now. Heaven had to override the timing to protect your future, even though you were not supposed to see it. And Jesus' tears do not indicate his vulnerability. These are cautionary tales. They're divine notifications. When God's Son weeps, the entire kingdom becomes aware. And you, chosen one, are the source of the sound. Please remain. His observations will be elaborated on in the following paragraphs. After reading them, you will never look at the people around you the same way again. Behind closed doors, there is a discussion about you, my beloved child. It is believed that someone withheld the truth from you, but the veil has been torn. The plan is leaking through the cracks, and I'm currently illuminating it. Yesterday, their voices were heard. They whispered something about you in an attempt to sway your decision. However, Jesus intervened. He prevented the words from reaching the person who could have harmed you. If you choose to remain silent, he will not repeat the action. This message invites you to rise, awaken, and move from a state of delay to one of dominion. You were not created to be manipulated. You were not meant to be deceived. The events of the next 30 minutes will confirm the warnings your spirit has been issuing for several weeks. Heaven doesn't play games with you, my dear child. This isn't a poetic moment. This is not a symbolic representation. This is a war, a battle for your voice, your joy, and the peace you lost because you were too young to defend yourself. Jesus weeps because he sees how depleted your heart has become, yet you continue to love. You are persistent in your prayers. You remain steadfast in your conviction. Faith of that nature is extremely rare. He hasn't stopped calling your name because of that kind of love. And right now, you are on the verge of entering a realm of protection that is only accessible to certain angels with a divine assignment. However, I again urge you to pay close attention to this message. If you miss the next wave of words, the enemy will devise a way to distort the information that will be provided to you. Your perception of my child, beloved, and the person you once considered family is incorrect. Their hearts had kept a secret for months, if not years. The object they are carrying was never intended to be used against you. However, they are preparing to reveal it due to jealousy. They are unaware that heaven has already detected their intentions. They are unaware that their every action has been recorded. This is why this message is so important. Jesus is not making an attempt to intimidate you. He's making an effort to properly prepare you. Their strategy will unravel the moment this information is revealed to you. This is why darkness is attempting to take away from you. That's why delay has followed you like a shadow. But that is no longer the case. This is the point where the boundary is established. If you stick with me and keep reading, you will cross the threshold, and nothing from their previous world will be able to join you in the blessing. The spiritual realm does not remain silent in regards to you, my child and beloved. As you read this, a meeting in heaven is taking place to discuss your name. This is not a metaphor. It is a real gathering. Jesus remains at the center, weeping and pressing his palms together for your benefit. Angels who surround him hold records from your past. The nights when your pillow was soaked in tears that you never let anyone see. The times when you remained faithful even when everything seemed to be against you. And the divine courtroom where a declaration was issued. In those moments, you loved deeply while also experiencing loss. It is critical that this child does not miss it once more. I was dispatched as a result of that statement. I was instructed to protect you from the impending danger from behind while also facilitating your perception of the impending danger from in front. However, ignoring this message causes the divine clock to reset, delaying your breakthrough even more. That is not Jesus' aspiration. That is not the aspiration of heaven. Please remain. Someone you would never expect is about to reveal something to my child, my beloved. A person who previously left your life has been summoned back. Not to stay permanently, but to provide a final piece of information that will open all doors. It is beyond their comprehension as to why they feel compelled to communicate with you. However, the Spirit does, and this is no coincidence. This is a prophetic alignment. This encounter has been meticulously planned by Jesus, and a single missed moment from you could derail the entire sequence. This is not a case of paranoia. This exemplifies spiritual precision. What follows will explain why you perceive delays, confusion, or obstructions in a variety of areas of your life. Heaven will release the blessing once you understand what happened. However, it all starts with this message and your decision to read it in its entirety. My child, my beloved, my beloved. The person you've been thinking about while reading this isn't who you think they are. Their narrative includes additional elements. They have been keeping a secret from you, not out of malice, but out of concern about your importance to them. Their silence has caused you pain. However, it is not a rejection. Rather, it is an expression of fear. Jesus wept as he saw the extent of your influence in their absence. He observed your intense self-blame for events beyond your control. However, I need your immediate attention on this matter. You were not responsible for their actions. You did not show an excessive amount of affection. You did not show an excessive amount of concern. You entrusted your soul to someone who was not yet capable of retaining it, and the Spirit of God is confronting them right now. Heaven is communicating with them in a way that they cannot ignore. It is no longer your responsibility to determine whether or not they return. Instead, your recovery begins immediately. Initially, this message is intended to be unrestricted until the entire truth is revealed. Before I arrived to speak with you, my child, I noticed an unusual occurrence earlier today. A scroll was unfurled in heaven, containing thousands of names, but yours was especially beautiful. It was the only instance. When I inquired as to why, I was told that it was because this person refused to give up. The divine has recognized your fortitude. The silence you maintained was observed. What you endured in the absence of applause is now echoing throughout eternity. Jesus stood up only for this reason. He stood up and began to repeat your name. That statement jolted everything intended to obstruct you. The chains began to clatter. The delay has begun to subside, and you are now only a few seconds away from the shift for which you have wept. However, this moment will end if you allow it to. You are unable to scroll past destiny. You are unable to reject your resurrection. The Spirit is currently watching over you, eagerly awaiting your complete consent to release the power reserved solely for you. I must inform you of something, my child, my beloved, and I ask that you read these words slowly. You were never forgotten. The angels were still circling your name, despite your belief that heaven was quiet. Even though you thought your prayers had gone unanswered, Jesus was sowing the seeds of answers in soil that you couldn't see. And today is the day those seeds begin to sprout. This is why this message was delivered to you. This is why all other activities in your area were temporarily halted. Even though you don't understand why, your heart has led you here. Heaven had devised this strategy before your inquiry. Jesus, who is still weeping, has been waiting for this exact moment to remind you that the experiences you have had will not be in vain if you continue to live. The harvest is postponed, and this message acts as a bridge. Continue to remain, and the heavens will open wide, bringing the blessings that were predicted into your life. If you are ready to cross the bridge and claim your harvest, please write, "I am prepared to receive" in the comments section. Please convey your intention to the angels who are currently gathering to observe your response, in addition to myself. Someone is about to say your name in a room you have never been to, my child, and when they do, something significant will happen. This will not be a casual reference. This will be a divine activation. Their words will unblock a previously blocked pathway. This person is unaware of why they are attracted to you. However, their spirit is responding to the cry of heaven. If you continue to engage with this message until the end, you will be spiritually aligned when that time comes. The sign is impossible to miss. The invitation will not be overlooked. However, if you leave at this point and ignore the information that has been disclosed, you will still be chosen. However, the door may be opened for someone else. The moment is approaching, and you are following heaven's schedule. Please don't overlook it. Jesus shed tears as he saw your proximity. He is aware of the upcoming event, as am I. That is why I am still here, speaking, and holding you in this moment of divine exposure. My child, my beloved, your voice has a power beyond your wildest dreams. The words you say aloud or in whispers have caused changes in the spiritual realm. You thought you were conversing with yourself, but heaven was recording the conversation. Every frustrated word, every tired confession, every time you said, "I can't go on like this," was heard, not judged. And now, Jesus responds with power rather than punishment. He is giving you a unique opportunity, the ability to undo the words that have hampered your progress. If you continue to read this message, I will give you the words to say that will break down the barriers that others have tried to erect in your life. However, if you give up now, you will continue to fight with weapons that were never designed for the level you are reaching. You require this approach. Right now, it is being revealed. Your final words instill fear in the enemy. Remain. Engage in conversation. Enter the novel environment, which is eagerly awaiting your voice. My child, my beloved, there is a younger member of your family who admires you, despite their refusal to admit it. This individual has been tracking your progress. They have noticed your fortitude. They've seen your perseverance in the face of adversity that should have destroyed you, and as a result, they're regaining faith in God. Jesus wept over this, not out of sadness, but because of the true power of your ripple effect. Your breakthrough will benefit more people than just you. It will disrupt a generational pattern, but the process is fragile. This moment must not be lost. What you are reading now is a source of spiritual fire. The flame is piercing through chains you were unaware were present during your descent. Your family's name will be rewritten in heaven's record book if you follow through on every word of this message. However, if you choose to walk away or skip, the message intended for you may be lost. Jesus weeps over the silence. There is a door creaking open right now, which you thought was permanently shut. My child, my beloved, you stopped praying for it. You gave up your hopes for it, but heaven did not. Jesus continued to whisper your name near the secured door. He wept in that place. I guarantee that if you continue to follow this message, you will receive a knock before the end of the week. You are on the verge of receiving an answer from someone who previously ignored you, assuming you maintain your current status. This message is divinely arranged. Paul, a conversation has already started behind your back, and this time it is not meant to harm you. It is meant to be of assistance. Do not let past disappointments force you to abandon the endeavor before the blessing is fully realized. The people who previously rejected you will be witnesses to the miracle that God is about to perform. This word of prophecy is meant to spread. Share this message with your network right away to activate the anointing and spread the breakthrough to others in your circle. This will happen during the following hour. Something unexpected is about to happen in your life. God proclaims that this is not a joke. If you choose to skip this, you will cry. Access it in 5 seconds. Stop skipping, my dear child, because the next 10 years of your life could change in the next 10 seconds. Exercise cautious. Something is covertly approaching you right now. It is en route to your existence, whether slowly or forcefully. However, it isn't yet apparent or substantial. The gears have already spun. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. Your destiny will take an unexpected turn within the next hour. Perusing will cause you to miss the moment that was meant for you. Kindly avoid skipping. Someone did not abandon your narrative owing to fate. Today, someone said your name in a trembling voice. An individual who realized the worth of you later in life and is currently unable to sleep because they are afraid they will lose you permanently. Kindly avoid skipping. Please be cautious. There appears to be an incredible, improbable, and extraordinary occurrence taking place with your name on it. Your heart will pause for a moment after hearing about it. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. Consider your current situation. You are tired. You were responsible for transporting these burdens. However, within an hour, something will have changed. A door will open. The truth shall be disclosed. A blessing will happen. Are you not already experiencing it? That strange sensation in your thorax. An internal voice that acts as a warning that something is approaching. Do not reject the emotion. Maintain your composure to the end. Kindly avoid skipping. When the surprise occurs, you will know that every burden, sorrow, and silent night were designed to culminate at this very moment. It is not a flaw to be unable to form a lasting connection. It is the first indication that your quantum reset has started. I am receiving this type of energy to help keep things stable. Please don't skip this section, my darling offspring. My revelation focuses on the precise time when your fate converges. Maintain your composure to the end. You are now ignorant that a significant revelation is about to occur. Your name is currently being discussed. Someone is ready to re-enter your life and provide something that they were previously reluctant to share. They hid the truth from the people. They tried to keep this sentiment hidden. They greatly regret this error. This time, they won't leave. Kindly avoid skipping. If you peruse, you will miss the sign intended for you. Pay close attention. Your life is going to experience a shift. A spontaneous opportunity, a phone call, a text message, or an unexpected finding. One of these goods is currently en route. An individual who formerly regarded you in low regard is ready to realize your importance. The person who previously harmed you is aware that they cannot forget about you. Someone who has been watching you from behind is finally getting the guts to approach you. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. Before going, take a big breath and examine this. If you leave now, you will miss out on the opportunity to learn what destiny has in store for you. This message was provided to you at this exact moment for a specific reason. It is because you are having a peaceful, powerful, and enjoyable experience. After that, keep from skipping. Continue to stay at this location. The moment that will revolutionize your life is soon approaching. Please do not move, my cherished child. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. Because what I'm about to say is what a lot of people scroll past right before they're amazing. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. The universe is now reorganizing humans, events, and objects to make it easier to find a certain item. A person who was never aware of your worth, the one you were meant to have all along, is now in unbearable, agonizing suffering. It happens unexpectedly. They are, however, considering you. They are more aware of your absence than of your presence. Kindly avoid skipping. An individual has been fooling everyone about something they previously refused to divulge. Nonetheless, fate will not allow them to go around it at this moment. They are being returned to you and drawn or moved toward you. You will undergo a makeover in the near future. It will be impossible to question since there will be a unique energy, symbol, or vibration. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. You seek clarity, conclusion, and a breakthrough. Within the next hour, an incident will occur that will force them to reveal the truth. An individual's actual feelings will be expressed through their behavior, words, or both. Please prevent scrolling during this time. If you overlook this portion, you will miss out on the start of your future. Continue to stay at this location. The surprise you've been waiting for is approaching. Do not even consider scrolling at this moment, my beloved kid. This is the phase that most people overlook, and it is the moment at which their blessing begins to wane. However, you intend to stay to the finish. It is now critical to plan for an important event. There is someone who is unable to detach themselves from you because of their constant thoughts about you. They try to deflect their focus away from the subject at hand. They try to forget. Some people even try to convince you that your existence is insignificant. Nonetheless, every signal, thought, and action points to you. Kindly avoid skipping. Their minds are formulating a message. They sent a message they never planned to deliver. Are you prepared to hear a confession, an apology, or the shocking truth? Pay close attention. When this truth is disclosed, your life will go from confusing to clear. This is not just a coincidence. You were summoned to this area because it was the appropriate time for your breakthrough. Maintain your composure to the end. You are going to find something very important. Continue to stay in this location for another period of time before leaving. Your destiny is becoming more evident. Your fame is derived from your advancement. Your blessings are converging. You have endured an extended period of stillness, so the surprise is more than just an event. This should not be neglected. Maintain your grasp. The events that follow will show you just when everything changes for you. My dearest darling, persevere till the end. This section shouldn't be missed. This is the point where your story takes an unexpected turn. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Someone who formerly had faith in your ability is now witnessing you accomplish feats they never thought possible. They were taken aback. They're unable to articulate themselves. They now see that losing you was the most harmful action they could have made. Kindly avoid skipping. It meant that you were aware of this element of the truth. Your actions have caused an exceedingly distressing scenario for someone. These individuals are unable to concentrate. They're unable to fall asleep. They are still reflecting on the final things you said to them. They pretended to be unconcerned with the issue, but they were truly very distressed. Fate is directing them to you. An overnight stay, a phone call, or a text message. There will be an odd occurrence. Maintain your composure to the end. You're going to uncover an important fact. You've been looking for proof that the experiences you felt were true. That concludes the matter. An incident will occur within the next hour to show that the universe has not forgotten about you. You were picked. This is how you were presented. The upcoming bombshell has the power to make or break your entire destiny. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The time you have been waiting for is soon approaching. If you are my cherished offspring, please refrain from breathing too quickly. Right now. This is of crucial importance. Kindly avoid skipping. Maintain your composure to the end. You're going to uncover an important fact. Someone's entire universe is being shattered by one event: your silence. They were aware that you planned to pursue them. You didn't. They predicted that you would collapse. You didn't. Destiny is currently altering the tale. They are teaching you about your worth in the worst possible way. Kindly avoid skipping. Pay close attention. They were assured the door would never reopen, but it had already vanished. This time, the events will work in your favor. Someone who previously spoke without hesitation is now concerned about the content of their comments. An individual who previously left is now returning. Also, a person who pretended to be uninterested is truly interested in your ongoing singleness. Maintain your composure to the end. The surprise that awaits you has already begun. Individuals in previously unexplored areas can now detect your energy. Individuals are talking about you in ways you are ignorant of. An individual who previously did not perceive you as a serious person is going to understand an important topic. Similar to a letter, an admission, or an immediate action. You will encounter an occurrence in the near future. Please refrain from scrolling. Kindly avoid skipping. Your fate is about to change. As your pulse pulses, you become closer to the moment. It's now critical that you retake control. If you recognize that your silence was your greatest asset, please express this in the remarks area. Type: "My silence is golden." The following statement will alter your entire story. So, my beloved offspring, do not ignore this. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. A person who had before maintained a strong demeanor in your company is now overcome with sadness. Their dignity is crumbling before their very eyes. Their confidence is being damaged. The reality has a greater impact on them than they had imagined. It is difficult for you to leave. Kindly avoid skipping. If you continue to scroll down, you will miss the knowledge that destiny is seeking to express. Change is happening around you. Someone may have an emotional reaction to you. Dreams, ideas, and unexpected urges to communicate. Their path is being redirected to yours. The people in your area are unaware of why your name is regularly referenced. Nevertheless, destiny is. No matter where they go, they will always remember you. Please write, "I'm ready to make a breakthrough" in the comments. If you experience this profound transformation and believe in your destiny, the universe knows you are open and ready for the significant blessing that will come as a result of your remark. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You've shown resilience, diligence, and caution. You have seen people hide their feelings, tell lies, and run. However, the narrative is currently moving in the opposite direction. Individuals who previously failed to acknowledge your value are about to return with an unprecedented level of honesty. A confession is currently being formed. The truth is coming to light, and all will be clear in the near future. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. The surprise that awaits you is far more profound than expected. Hold on for a bit, my sweetheart. Kindly avoid skipping. The truth is so imminent that the entire universe is in awe. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Someone who formerly walked away from you with confidence has reached a point in their life where they can finally accept the truth. They are ignorant of the amount to which they need your help. Their intellect is not working at the same pace as their pulse. Kindly avoid skipping. Listening to this segment is critical. Someone made a confession that makes them feel guilty and consumes their thoughts. Your memory is like a wave that they can't get away from, no matter how hard they try. They are friendly in the company of others, but when they are alone, they can only hear your name. They understand your standing as the finest. You are irreplaceable. Nobody other could have acquired the same level of peace as you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. The atmosphere is becoming increasingly tense as a breakthrough approaches. An overnight stay, a phone call, or a text message. Everything will experience a rapid shift. They are about to face a long-standing dread. When they take action, your entire story will be altered. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. The following part will tell you exactly when your destiny begins to emerge. Would you be able to stop scrolling? My beautiful kid, the truth is right in front of you, waiting for you to hear it. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Someone who previously acted as if losing you was insignificant must now face the consequences of their behavior. Their certainty is unclear. It is now time to go from delivering information to requiring you to take action. As a result, you stop being a passive recipient and start contributing to your own development. Although it may look minor, the question I am about to pose to you is quite important to me. These precise words must appear in the comments. My amazing augmentation is now operational. Rather, I anticipate the start of my update. Instead, I am working to improve my abilities. Instead, it's possible that this will benefit me. Your remarks' clarity, conviction, and strength help to facilitate God's timetable. Writing those remarks is far more effective than merely leaving a comment. You're reaching an arrangement with the heavens. You're notifying the Almighty about your goals. You're communicating to them that you're ready for the move. You are authorizing the procedure to proceed at a faster rate. There was a pause during their stillness. The pressure of concealing everything has become too great to bear. Kindly avoid skipping. Finally, destiny informs them of the truth that they failed to reveal. Currently, their heart is in turmoil. Every memory of you is more vivid than the last. The memories, words, and opportunities they missed will be with them indefinitely. They're following them. They understand that the peace you destroyed with your departure cannot be restored by anyone else. Despite their efforts to present a normal facade, their essence beckons to you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. A startling, unexpected, and major event will occur in the near future, forcing them to reveal the truth. A message they did not intend to send. Something they can no longer conceal. They were concerned about advancing. Your narrative will shift, not the conclusion. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. Currently, you are dealing with an occurrence that has the potential to change everything. Please stop skipping, my beloved youngster. Today, destiny provides just the knowledge you require. At the moment, it is best to wait till the end. An important event is approaching. A person who previously did not pay much thought to your presence is now having a significant insight that is forcing them to reconsider their entire existence. They assumed that you would be present at all times. They were frightened you would be forced to wait indefinitely. However, your absence has taught us a lesson that no one else could. Kindly avoid skipping. Everything is now understandable. They are experiencing overwhelming restlessness. They are constantly drawn to you by their hearts. They record your conversation, your level of stillness, and your departure time. Despite their best efforts to ignore it, everything they remember about you is now a constant reminder. Everyone thought they were doing well, yet they are aware that they have lost the only person who actually understood them. Stay till the end, as there is a big surprise at the end. You are closer to a huge breakthrough than you may know. Finally, someone's heart is ready to express itself. A long-hidden truth is finally being disclosed. A link that looked to be lost is resurfacing with all of its strength. At some point, your entire story will change dramatically. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The revelation will shift your perspective on what you previously believed. I beseech you, my precious child, to remain in this location. Kindly avoid skipping. The truth is so close that you can practically feel it making its way into your life. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. You are suddenly confronted with the reality of a person who appeared indifferent but cared deeply. They sincerely miss you. Their heart is shouting one thing, but their head is fragmented. Find the item that was misplaced. Kindly avoid skipping. Currently, fate is interacting with you. They can no longer resist the attraction. Every omen, dream, and unexpected thought that comes to mind attracts them to you. Their current emotional state alarms them. I fear I'll never see you again. They're concerned about the effects of your absence in their life. These people have realized that their efforts to be strong are actually making them weaker. Inform one person who is now in need of this revelation about the prophetic message. This will introduce the anointing into your network. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. These people have realized that their efforts to be strong are actually making them weaker. To apply this prophetic word to your life, simply put an actual amen in the notes box. This simple action strengthens your faith and aligns your spirit with the wonderful changes that are now occurring in your life. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Pay close attention. Each second brings you closer to the moment you've been waiting for. They create a message repeatedly until they feel confident enough to send it. They carried out an action that they were earlier concerned about. However, they have hidden a reality that is soon to be disclosed. A watershed moment is approaching that will alter the path of your story. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. The following section discloses the plan that fate has had for you since the beginning. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. Everything you've been waiting for has finally come together. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Inform one person who is now in need of this revelation about the prophetic message. This will introduce the anointing into your network. Individuals who previously tried to hide their feelings are no longer able to do so. Their spirit is filled with joy. Their brains are always pulled to your name, and their spirits are troubled because they realize they cannot escape this connection. Kindly avoid skipping. This is the closest you've ever been to the truth. They must make a decision that will change everything. They have spent the night thinking about your comments, reliving your presence, and feeling the distance between you. They are unable to continue to ignore the stillness. They are starting to realize that even their happiest moments are incomplete without you. Not just anyone. You were the one. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You are going to enter the moment that fate has been accumulating for a long time. an admission, a communication, or a quick response. They are all positioned to face you since your story is still in process. The universe is reuniting two souls. It is time to reverse the situation. Avoid moving. Please refrain from scrolling. Kindly avoid skipping. The events in your life will stay with you permanently. Please refrain from skipping, my beloved offspring. Not at this time. You are about to experience the moment your heart has been waiting for in solitary. Please confirm that you have registered and are set up to receive notifications before we go to the most important part of this prophetic message. This ensures that you never miss the breakthroughs that God has specifically planned for you as you activate this divine alignment. We should advance to the point where everything is transformed. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. A person who previously attempted to supplant you is now confronted with the truth, which surprises them. There's no one else like you. Each smile is distinct. Your voice exuded an incredible tranquility. No one else can bring me as much delight as you did. Kindly avoid skipping. Destiny has finally revealed what was veiled. They will soon drop their guard. They will be embarrassed with themselves. Their arrogance will shatter. This is because the impulse will be so strong and difficult to resist that they will feel obliged to reach out. For a long time, these two people have buried emotions that were never meant to be resolved through conflict. They are unable to avoid you since each memory, symbol, and emotion triggers their return. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You are not aware of how close you are to a breakthrough. Your strength comes from being quiet. Destiny is restoring to you what was always meant for you as a result of your fortitude. Furthermore, your remoteness acts as suitable instruction for them. It is almost time for a confession, a message, or a moment of truth. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. Continue reading to learn more about the pivotal point in your story when everything changes dramatically. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you scroll down, you will miss out on an opportunity that destiny has been preparing for you since the beginning. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. A person who previously thought they were invincible in the absence of your support is now aware of the truth. That was incorrect. Your absence has reduced the amount of noise in their lives. Their hearts are perpetually drawn to the location where they met you that night. Also, the days are dismal. Kindly avoid skipping. They were never courageous enough to tell the truth in this way. They are going through an internal transformation. I cannot deny its speed, intensity, and clarity. They are experiencing emotions they have suppressed for an extended period of time. Regret is reawakening them. They are being followed by their memories. The dread of losing you permanently is something they can no longer ignore. They were unaware that the situation would deteriorate to this point. Nonetheless, destiny has a way of revealing a person's actual sentiments. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. The universe is about to reveal all of the information they have kept hidden. A letter that they refused to write. A fabrication that they kept from all parties. They only revealed this hidden information to themselves. This scenario is deteriorating and is directly targeted at you. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The point at which your entire narrative changes is only a few centimeters away. Please refrain from skipping, my beloved offspring. This moment is too important, too personal, and too intertwined with your fate to ignore. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. A person who previously tried to hide their feelings has suddenly admitted that they are too difficult to handle. They struggled to focus on anything else as they repeatedly returned to you. Despite their best efforts to ignore, each memory compounded their agony. Kindly avoid skipping. This section provides the truth that your heart has been seeking. They are unable to avoid a critical realization they have made. They reflect on the acts, contributions, and attributes you demonstrated. They eventually realize the full scope of their losses for the first time. The anguish of losing that person is prompting them to awaken. In an unusual way, their heart is compelling, tugging, and asking them to return to you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Be exceedingly watchful of the information you receive, since your breakthrough is approaching. A message is composed, deleted, and then rewritten. They are considering a sensitive matter that they are unable to conceal, but are unwilling to reveal. They are now ready to take on a challenge that they were before unwilling to take on. They are unable to avoid the convergence of your courses. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. The following segment of this narrative will take you even closer to the truth. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. The most crucial aspect of your destiny is currently unfolding. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. A person who acted disinterested before is now aware of the problem they were striving to avoid. They cannot exist without you. They're attracted back to you like a tempest in their minds and hearts. Kindly avoid skipping. There was a reason for your arrival here at this time. They can no longer deny the reality that is bursting within them. They tried to tell themselves that they were over it, but their souls would not let them. They tried to think of other topics, but you remained their main focus. They made every effort to forget about you, but the stillness is more awful than any other sensation they've felt. They are unable to overcome the emotions that fate has bestowed upon them. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You are getting closer to a major change, an idea, or a breakthrough than you have ever been. An individual is about to initiate conversation. However, they are unsure due to their wish to maintain their dignity. They are working hard to regain the guts they once lacked. A message is being sent. A person unexpectedly appears. In addition, the truth must be spoken. One of these is preparing to enter your life. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The following piece of your story will be really intriguing. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you continue to scroll down, you will not be able to see the truth for the foreseeable future. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Someone who previously dismissed you as insignificant is now experiencing tremendous emotions that they are unable to control. Their pulse is racing. Their minds are unfocused. They attempted to suppress the truth, but it is surfacing at a rate that exceeds their expectations. Kindly avoid skipping. Changes are now underway. Their emotions and feelings of pride are at odds. Their dignity requires them to remain silent. Their souls warn them that it is too late to return. Nonetheless, they remain determined to do so. They remember your good demeanor, presence, and voice. They suddenly feel disoriented in your company. They are aware that they have lost more than simply one person. They were unable to keep their calm. Recognize this divine truth and prepare your heart for the upcoming occurrences. Type, "My miracle is on its way" to claim this promise in the comments section. May your words serve as a beacon, drawing your benediction closer with steadfast faith. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You are only a few steps away from receiving the fulfillment you have always sought from fate. They are hesitant to send this message. They are unwilling to discuss the issue. They are hesitant to talk about it, yet they can no longer contain their emotions. There is a rising level of duress. Emotions are becoming more intense. Please understand this before proceeding to the end of this remarkable narrative. This message is not an accident. Archangel Michael's direct communication to you is included below. A sacred principle guides the flow of heavenly abundance in our community, and he kindly invites you to join. When you choose to take this course of action, you will enjoy numerous benefits. Accepting this invitation will provide you with exclusive access to previously unreleased content and divine insights. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. That time will come even faster, my beloved child. This should not be neglected. Currently, destiny is directly behind you, delivering the truth to you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. An individual who formerly had high self-esteem is now facing an unexpected epiphany. The absence of you makes life seem unfulfilling, dismal, and unsolved. They were capable of giving you up, but their spirits refuse to do so. Kindly avoid skipping. This section discloses the secrets their subconscious has been keeping. They have a passion within them. Sadness and desire were present. Fear and desire were harmonized. Even if they did not like it, they remember everything you did and said. They consistently feel remorseful about their conduct. They have moved on from the memories. And the reality they're trying to hide is resurfacing in an unstoppable tide. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Pay close attention. Fate is dragging them toward the moment, and they can't get away. They draft a message with trembling hands. They can no longer disguise this fact. They are compelled to take a step that they were previously concerned about. They are quite ready to return to you. Moment each moment and piece by piece. Please refrain from blinking, moving, or skipping. Your story is nearing the point where it will completely shift. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. The most exhilarating part of your story is now beginning. If you continue to browse, you will miss out on the truth that fate has been trying to tell you. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Someone who appeared indifferent to your grief is now speaking up. Their pulse is racing. They're not at ease. This is the first time they've told themselves something they haven't told you. They are unable to leave you. Kindly avoid skipping. Today marks the beginning of the revealing of their hidden truth. They can no longer deny that they are undergoing a makeover. Their only concern is that you won't be present. They can't stop thinking about you. You are present on all of the tracks. They are saddened by their losses every night. They are now aware that you gave them the peace they had previously enjoyed. Furthermore, they miss you, and their world seems strange in your absence. In an unexpected way, their hearts are encouraging them to retreat. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Discovering the plans that fate has for you will only take a few seconds. A message that is truthful and prepared while their pulse is racing. They are hesitant to take this action, but they understand that it is vital. Everything is perfectly positioned for the moment when their emotions shatter the barricades they've built. Avoid moving. Kindly avoid skipping. The next events will alter the entire plot of your novel, which you are keen to investigate. Please do not pass up this opportunity, my dearest child. If you continue to browse, you will miss out on the truth that fate has been trying to tell you. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. An individual who had previously hidden their feelings has finally reached a breaking point. Their hearts cannot remain silent any longer. Their memories of you have become more vivid, passionate, and meaningful. Kindly avoid skipping. At this point, the walls begin to degrade. They are unable to resist their inherent attraction. They were unsuccessful in their endeavor to take your job. They sought to redirect their focus away from it, but were unsuccessful. They tried to appear uninterested, but it was completely futile. They are unable to hide the reality. They should have kept you. Being without you is as agonizing as having a wound that won't heal. Their quiet is like a mirror, revealing their wrong. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. The world is preparing for something much beyond your narrow conception. A note that they write but choose not to send. They are hesitant to reveal the information, but they are unable to hide it any longer. A period in which emotions are more powerful than any other aspect. They are on the verge of making a previously unheard of link. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The events that follow will usher you into a chapter of your life that was meant to be. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. You are more than ever on the verge of seeing destiny firsthand in your life. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Individuals who were previously reserved struggle to regulate their emotions. Their hearts are so captivated by you that they cannot flee. You are present in all thoughts. Each recollection serves as a reminder of your identity for them. Kindly avoid skipping. Their reality is beginning to emerge at this time. They are experiencing a tremendous insight that is changing their outlook on things. Your absence has heightened their sorrow. Their self-esteem is lowered by memories of your kindness, patience, and presence. They're no longer proud. They can no longer conceal the one thing they have always been unwilling to reveal. They continue to value you more than any other object. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You're approaching an important milestone. This person is reconnecting with you through a variety of events, feelings, conversations, and experiences. They are concerned about sending this message, but they are unable to prevent themselves from writing it. One thing they never revealed, but now really feel. They're about to do something they've never done before. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The following incidents will substantially influence the course of your story. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. This fate has remained hidden until now. Please abstain from scrolling, since you will miss the beginning of a new chapter in your story. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. This person previously lied that they did not need your help. Nevertheless, they have now realized the truth. That was incorrect. Their hearts are burdened. They are unable to make a decision, and cues pointing them back to you appear in every direction they turn. Kindly avoid skipping. At this point, fate starts to display their genuine sentiments. They are no longer able to control the internal chaos. They lament you during inopportune moments, such as when they are alone, awake, or in a peaceful atmosphere. They thought that passing time would allow them to forget about you, but it has only helped to reinforce their recollections of you. They are feeling tense since they have yet to express their emotions and speak their words. They didn't give it much thought. They are now forced to make a decision that cannot be postponed any longer, as everything is unfolding. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. The constellations are aligning for a moment when they will expose what they have hidden. Despite their reservations about sending this communication, they are unable to stop themselves from writing it. They considered notifying everyone of the truth, but they lacked the confidence to do so. As their hearts beat, they are forced to perform this previously feared behavior. A huge event is approaching that will radically alter the path of events. So, avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The subsequent segment will bring about the transformation that your consciousness has been anticipating. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you scroll down right now, you will miss the moment when destiny has brought you the closest. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. A person who was once reserved is now enduring emotional discomfort as a result of the secrets they have kept. Their pulse is racing. Their rage is nearly boiling over. The information that was previously hidden from you is now beginning to emerge. Kindly avoid skipping. At this point, their true emotions start to show. They are conceding that they have lost control of the situation. They expected their departure would make their lives easier, but it really made them less happy. They assumed that by ignoring their feelings, they would fade. Nevertheless, this simply served to strengthen them. Every time they do something, they think about you. I remember you every time I think of you. Each symbol serves as a reminder of their loss. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You are almost there. You are on the verge of the breakthrough you have been waiting for behind closed doors. A true statement. A missive written with shaking hands. They have been procrastinating this step for a long time. They are being pushed, dragged, and guided back to you by fate. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. When the events that follow take place, your narrative changes completely. Please do not pass up this opportunity, my dearest child. If you scroll down right now, you will miss the exact moment when destiny begins to unveil the truth you have been sensing for days. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Someone who previously thought they could survive without you is now admitting their folly. Not acceptable. Their hearts are burdened. Their brains are saturated. Every second without you is a reminder of the loss they have endured. Kindly avoid skipping. Today marks the beginning of the revealing of their hidden truth. They are concerned about the intense attraction they are experiencing. They are feeling emotions they previously thought were hidden. Things they thought were in the past are reappearing. Furthermore, they cannot bear any more stillness between you two. Their heart continues to call your name. It looks like you are constantly revisiting all aspects of their mind. Refrain from adopting any other persona. They are experiencing challenges. If you receive this message and are ready for a positive change in your life, please add Amen in the notes box. This serves as a witness to your faith, proving that you are ready for the revelation of the truth and the transformation of your story. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Fate is preparing a moment when their arrogance will not be able to stop them. A message that they nearly sent but finally decided not to. A confession that they keep revisiting in their minds. Despite their reservations, they feel driven to perform this action. Despite their efforts to hide the truth, it is now after them. You will receive it in the soon future. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The time when everything changes for you is getting closer. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you scroll down right now, you will miss the exact moment that fate has been preparing for you from the beginning of this journey. Please subscribe today to take advantage of this prophetic alignment and witness the completion of your journey. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. While they may have previously claimed that your absence was insignificant, they are now unable to hide the truth. They continue to have a strong fondness for you. They are repulsed by each idea. Each memory has a stronger impact. I get a bad feeling every time I'm not in your presence. Please do not overlook this. Anger and despair start to surface. They are going through a big shift, which is leading them to endure intense emotional distress. They are aware that they have lost more than simply one person. They gave up their calm, security, and ease. They bear the weight of every word they did not say, every moment they did not appreciate, and every emotion they suppressed. They are powerless to withstand the alluring tug of destiny that is attracting them to you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. You will have an unexpected breakthrough. They are reluctant to send this message, but they are bound to do so. It has been an abnormal amount of time since they revealed the truth, which will remain regardless of their attempts. Their hearts are about to take a huge step ahead, one they've never taken before. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The following portion will take us closer to the story's most important point. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you continue to scroll down at this point, you will miss the moment when fate finally prepares to hand you the keys to your destiny. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. Now, someone who tried to remain resilient in the absence of your support is now completely broken. They are fatigued from the pressure of giving a false appearance. Their minds are exhausted from the struggle. It's exhausting for them to keep the truth from you. They continue to value, want, and need your presence. Kindly avoid skipping. At this point, their true emotions start to show. They cannot ignore it due to an internal force. When there is a moment of silence, they long for your presence. Even in the middle of pandemonium, you are palpable. Even when you are not present, kids may sense your influence. The fact that they tried to conceal is now decreasing the gravity of their concern. When they lost you, it was the most horrible thing they'd ever committed. In the comments field below, type, "Destiny is calling me to fulfill the final portion of the prophecy." This is the last statement you'll make. A promise that you are entering into a destiny that has been precisely and divinely planned for you. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. They are being forced by fate to accomplish a task that they were earlier unsure they could complete. A message that is sent almost every evening. A confession that they continue to rehearse in their minds. They know they can't put off the choice any longer. They are nearly ready to communicate. They are about to reveal the facts they had kept from everyone. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The following phase occurs when events begin to work in your favor. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. Destiny has been directing you to this moment from the beginning of your adventure, and it will be missed. If you're presently scrolling down, maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching, and somebody who used stillness to conceal their emotions is now feeling complete lack of control over the same things they were striving to conceal. It makes their ribcage feel heavier. Their thoughts are chaotic. However, they are aware of one thing. They cannot keep their distance from you for an extended amount of time. Kindly avoid skipping. At this point, people begin to perceive their emotions rather than their worries. They are having a violent altercation inside the building. However, this time, their feelings prevail. They remember your good demeanor, presence, and voice. It appears that they have developed a sudden desire for your presence in their life. They try to summon fortitude whenever they think of your name, but they are unsuccessful. They attempt to leave, yet they always return to you. Currently, they are unable to withstand destiny's merciless pressure. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. Each pulse gets them closer to the moment they have been attempting to avoid. They draft a message with trembling hands. They said something they never thought they'd say out. A decision they are about to make could have long-term consequences for your relationship. Their hearts can now advance more easily than ever before. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. Following the succeeding events, your tale will begin to unfold in the way that it was planned. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. You are seeing the most revelatory moment in history. If you continue scrolling down, you will miss the precise moment when fate exposes the secret truth. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. An individual who was confident before their trip is now feeling uneasy. Their pulse is racing. Their thoughts are racing. They cannot find a single aspect of your absence that would improve their quality of life. Kindly avoid skipping. Everything within them begins to disintegrate from this moment on. Oh, their rage is boiling over, and they can't keep it together any longer. Their thoughts about you were like surges that washed across them. I am more concerned by the fact that you did not convey any emotion. Currently, all of their buried feelings are surfacing. These people are sorry about your departure. They're in pain because they miss you. They are concerned that they will not get to see you again. They are unable to overcome the emotions that fate has bestowed upon them. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. It is a powerful emotional force that cannot be stopped from coming together. They have almost finished typing a message that will be transmitted. They are thinking about making a phone call. They are ready to reveal the truth at this time. They are almost ready to reveal all of the information they have concealed. Even if it makes their voice shake. And if they do, they will change your narrative in ways you never believed imaginable. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. The following phase will get you even closer to the moment when your entire fate becomes clear. Do not ignore this, my dearest offspring. If you continue reading, you will miss the moment that destiny has been preparing for since the beginning. Maintain your composure to the end. An important event is approaching. When a person previously kept a calm demeanor to hide their feelings, they are now suffering internal turmoil. Despite their quick heartbeat and racing mind, their soul continues to deliver the same message. Talk to them again before it is too late. Kindly avoid skipping. It is time for their truth to enter your life. They are experiencing a burst of realization. They will always remember the sense of security you offered and how your presence improved the situation. At this point, your silence is more heartbreaking than any goodbye. Despite their best attempts, their emotions eventually won out. Furthermore, fate is forcing them to follow you with such ferocity that they cannot resist. Maintain your composure to the end. You're about to find a significant thing. The tempo is picking up. It is sincere, emotional, and irreversible. Their hands are trembling so much that they can't enter or delete the same message. They express themselves in ways they never thought possible. Their emotions are driving them to pursue an effort that they were previously hesitant about. A significant breakthrough is on the horizon. Avoid moving. Refrain from blinking. Kindly avoid skipping. You've always hoped that the next chapter of your story would surprise you. Take action now to ensure that you keep your breakthrough. If you received this message and are ready for God's favor to enter your life by removing all obstacles and opening all doors, please like this video. Take action now to ensure that your breakthrough lasts. If you received this message and are ready to receive God's blessings, please like this video. Before we wrap up this captivating story, I recommend that we take a moment to reflect on this deep reality. This message was not discovered coincidentally. This is not just a coincidence. This is Archangel Michael's direct message to you. He extends his hand and invites you to a high-vibrational, protected community where divine abundance is more than a hope, but a promise. This spiritual idea is quite simple. Nonetheless, it has the capacity to transform your entire life. You will not just gain blessings if you follow it. They will multiply and permeate all aspects of your existence. Accepting this invitation grants you immediate, early access to potent content and heavenly insights that are now unavailable to the broader public. You now have the opportunity to enter a sacred area where you will receive unshakable support, spiritual guidance, and speedy progress towards your destiny. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Your triumph is near. Action is required. Your abundance is ready.